Hi, I'm Stacey. Thanks for coming to visit me today. How are you?
I'm doing good.
So what would you like to talk about today?
I've kind of been battling a few years with my relationship with my mother, and I'm at the point where I'm trying to decide whether I want her to be around, I guess.
Would you like to elaborate on that? Or
Um,
like what happened?
yeah, me and my mom have had a very rough relationship since I was born, basically. She didn't really want kids, and she kind of got stuck with me. So she just never really liked me or anything, pretty much. Um, and lashed out at me a lot as a child. Like, I had to go to therapy for a long time because of the things that she would do. And I didn't have any brothers or sisters, so I kind of had to face her on my own. My dad couldn't stand her, so my dad was never home. So it was just me and her. Like, I think I spent about 90% of my childhood, like, in my room. Because she would ground me for one thing or another, even though, because I broke her glass, she'd ground me. So it was a very lonely childhood, and,
So you, most of your childhood growing up, you kind of isolated yourself from your parent, from your mom, because you didn't want to deal with the fighting and the arguing from her?
well, it was more my mom isolated me. Whenever my mom was mad, she'd take it out on me. And, she I honestly just thought that she hated me, like, my entire childhood. And I would do everything to, like, try and get her to love me or to feel like she loved me. And it just never got to that point. And so eventually I finally was just like, well, it's going to be the way it is. Um, when my parents split when I was 13, my dad ended up taking custody because my mom didn't want to have anything to do with me. And I'm 26 now, and from the time I was 13 until now, so the last 13 years, I think I've seen her about five or six times, and she lives about 4 hours away. So, and I used to only live like 2 hours away too, so there really wasn't any excuse for her to not be able to see me.
It's just kind of really hard for you to see her again with all what happened through your childhood.
Yeah, and once I had kids, I kind of decided that if she wasn't going to step up as a mom, she wasn't going to be allowed to be in my life or my kid's life because I didn't want her coming in and out of my boy's life. So I told her too. I sent her a letter and told her that when she wants to step up and be a mom, you know, she can get in touch with me and whatnot. And I've just been going back and forth because I'm pretty much afraid that I won't see her or talk to her again until I hear that she's on her deathbed.
Have you considered um, going the extra step as an adult and as a mom to reach out to her so your kids can have a grandparent to know and like have in their life?
I actually did 2 years ago, right before I was starting school, and I had the summer free. I asked her if she was willing to meet up with me, because she lives up in northern Ohio, and of course I live down in southern Ohio. So I actually sent an email to her and asked her if she wanted to meet up with me, and she said that she was too busy to be able to meet up. And I said, well, I'll drive up there so you can see the boys, because she hasn't met my youngest son, and he's 3, and she's never met him. So I wanted to try and give her the opportunity to at least meet him and kind of just see how it went. And so basically she said that she was too busy and then blocked me. She blocked my email, and she's blocked my Facebook and my phone number. She changed her phone number now, so.
Well, the good thing is that you as a mom did what was right for your kids and taking that extra step and reaching out to her. so your kids have that grandparent to go to. So that's very awesome and very, like, it took a lot for you to do that as well for what happened in your childhood. Um, so on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest, what would you range of, like, making your friendship better with your mom?
It's kind of hard to say because it's not that important. I mean, I guess like a 2 or 3 because it's really not that important. I mean, I've done without her for the last 13 years pretty much. And, I mean, I have a stepmom too that kind of helps fill in for, she's kind of taken over like motherly kind of duties. So I don't necessarily feel that lack of a mother like I did pretty much my whole life.
Do you think that if you were to talk to her and sit down one-on-one maybe and discuss like what happened and try to regain?
No, because she blames me for everything. She says it's all my fault. And she takes absolutely no responsibility at all. Like she had me go to a psychiatrist and they diagnosed me with bipolar disorder. And they told her that she has it very badly. And of course, she was like, no, I don't. There's nothing wrong with me. There's something wrong with her, but I'm perfectly fine. Like she thinks that that she's always done everything correctly, and I'm always the one who's in the wrong, no matter what the situation actually is.
Yeah. So she never thought to herself like, this could be my fault. I could fix this if I just took, like, thought about, and she thought about what she said before she said it, or what she did.
Yeah,
to hurt you.
She thinks that I was like some horrible child, and that's why that I'm the one who made her lash out, and I'm the one who caused her to react certain ways when in reality I really wasn't doing anything to deserve it. I had good grades and everything. My grades didn't start slipping until my parents started fighting really bad and going through divorce. And it's just like I don't know if I really want a relationship with her, but I also don't want to be that person that is told that my mom is dying, and that's the only time that I'll be able to see her. Like I think I would feel guilty, even though I know I shouldn't.
So you feel like that would like weigh on your chest, like the next time I see my mom would be when she's on her deathbed. So you definitely want to see her and make like not a friendship, but somewhere like if you wanted to call and see how she was, or stop out there so your sons can see her for a second.
Yeah.
Nothing like bond, nothing like best friends, but definitely like acquaintance, like.
Yeah, because to be honest, I don't know if I could ever actually trust her, because she's very fake, and I know that kind of sounds mean talking about my own mom like that, but like the last time we saw each other, my oldest son was 3 months old, and she had her boyfriend there, and she was sitting there, well, I haven't seen you in 6 months, and her boyfriend even called her out and was like, we've been together for 2 years, and I've never seen her. And she was like, it's been that long? Like, trying to play it off and all of this. And then she told me, well, I don't want, she said, you don't need to let it be this long next time. And it took everything out of me to not, like, lash out at her. Because I had been trying for 3 years to meet up with her, and she wasn't willing to. And then all of a sudden, it's me that wasn't doing anything.
So it definitely angers you, but in summary, you know, with your mom and you guys have battled your whole life with arguing and lashing out at each other. Definitely has put a big toll on you with your life and what you should do with your sons and her, the situation. Is there anything else that you'd like to talk about today?
No, not right now.
Okay. Well, next time we can meet back up and talk.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.